Hello and welcome to another presentation and demonstration of Oracle Learning Subscriptions. Today we're going to talk about Oracle Cloud Learning Subscriptions. This is basically aimed at all of the individuals and organizations that either want to learn more about infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, or software as a service. All the learning to these products is built within Cloud Learning Subscription. There are other learning subscriptions which are part of Cloud Learning Subscriptions, or what we call CLS. So I'll refer to it as CLS from now on. And I'll show you what's available here. So I'm just going to scroll down through the learning subscriptions to Oracle Cloud Learning Subscriptions. So the benefit here is that Cloud Learning Subscriptions is broken down into two key areas. One is the Complete Edition, which is for implementers, for administrators, for developers, and those that want to coexist cloud products. And the end users is the second element, which is there for role-based learning, the use of the system. So this is an annual subscription, which is paid per user. The good thing about an annual subscription within Cloud Learning Subscriptions is that it's available all day, every day for an entire year. You're learning on the job, and this is also continuously updated with the latest versions of the software from Oracle. So every time there's a new update, all the new features and all the training is updated accordingly. You get a full year's access to all of this training, as well as the technical labs that are relevant for each part of that learning as well. You get those for an entire year as well. So it's a huge amount of value, a huge amount of investment from Oracle, and I think that anyone that's either has moved to the cloud or is thinking about moving to the cloud should certainly consider Cloud Learning Subscriptions. So let's take a further look at Cloud Learning Subscriptions. So looking at the access here, I'll just drop down this menu. These are the areas that currently exist within the Cloud Learning Subscription. So you can see we've got the systems element, so it's all the engineered systems. We've got MySQL. We've got all the cloud products, such as Oracle Financials in the cloud. We've got PPM, there's procurement, sales, HCM, talent management, and service as well. On top of that, we have Express CPQ and the full CPQ, configure, price, quote products as well. We also have PaaS, big data. There's a huge amount here. So what I'm going to do, rather than go through each Cloud Learning Subscription individually, what I'll do is I'll just pick up on one. So there is one here for eBusiness Suite as well, for those users that are continuing along that Oracle eBiz venture. So I'm going to pick on Oracle Financials in the cloud. So we'll pick that option and click go. Let's go in and take a look at what's available. So at the top here, it gives you an overview as to what's available. Now this is a learning subscription for implementers, for managers and administrators and developers, and it breaks it down into a number of channels. This is the complete version. I'll do a separate demonstration on the end user following this. So what we have in here is what's new, so all the new topics, all the new products, exist here, so you can get yourself ready for the latest updates. There's all the implementation aspects, what's new, and the use in terms of what's new, and the administration as well. I'm just going to go back slightly and go back to the main area. So what we're covering here is how to get started with the products, what's involved, what needs to be considered. Then of course we look at the implementation. Once that's implemented, the product needs to be administered. Then of course we look at user training and the assistance with user adoption. What Oracle are now working on is something called contextual help, which will be out soon, and that is really for users to have some embedded help options within the product itself. But we'll do another demonstration on that in good time. Following on from that, we have the analytics, the reporting elements, how to coexist the product, and obviously the collaboration. And there's some free presentations underneath that from last year's Open World as well. So they're the channels. We also have the learning paths. So if we click on the learning paths, it will take you through role-based, job-based, system process-based learning. As we scroll down, it will also talk you through the implementation. So let's just click on that option at the moment. Now this is the complete edition. So you basically get everything within this for an entire year. And what I've already done so far is I've already put this learning in my own queue, and you can see it tells me my progress, and the fact that this is in my queue, I can take this off my queue if I so desire. And then you scroll down and it takes you through the learning path that one would need to embark on to then become certified in Oracle Financials Fusion Cloud. Okay, and that's the GL certification. So let's go back up and look at the implementation training. Now you'll see that this is taking me into a training on demand. Now I've already covered training on demand on a previous presentation, so if you want to view that presentation, that's on the YouTube channel. But essentially here you can see that we've got a 5-day course. You've got a lab environment to test out your learning. Your e-kit's available to you. You can ask your instructors, and you can pause, rewind, fast forward, and come back to this learning at any point. Now what I like about this from an individual perspective is that sometimes it's very difficult to remember all that you've learned, and therefore, you know, whilst you're at work, if there's a challenge that comes your way that you know that you went through in your training, you can basically go through and search for that particular piece, find it in your training, relearn it, and then implement that into the role itself. So I find that to be very, very beneficial. You'll find, going back to the learning path, that is a training on demand course, and also the one underneath it is a training on demand course as well. So individually, these training on demand courses are approximately £1,700 each. You know, when you add that together, you know, that's quite a lot of money. Now that's more than what a whole year's worth of learning subscription would cost you. So therefore, if you're looking to become a cloud certified individual, my advice would be subscribe to an annual cloud learning subscription, and it will save you considerable amounts of money. But not only that, Vertex now offer a 10-month interest-free repayment plan as well, so you can spread the cost of that to make it more palatable, which is great. So These two courses here are training on demand. I think it's a 5 and a 3 day course. The second course here, which is financials reporting, yeah, it's a 3 day course, again with your labs and your e-kits, contacting your instructors. Again, can fast forward, rewind that course. Scrolling down, you carry on through your learning path, and then we can click on to the next option, which is the budgets. Now, what you'll see is that that is a training video, which is about to come up, and that will take you through the actual concept of budgetary setup, budgetary control setup. And again, you can search this video for any keywords that you may have. You can open up the captions, you can have this full screen, you can pause, you can rewind and watch it at your own leisure. These videos you can also download as well. So just going back to the learning path. You can see here that there's a huge amount to be learned and a huge amount to consume. Now, I'm using the word consume for a reason, because like Oracle's cloud services, these are subscription based. So obviously this, as Oracle continue to update its products over the years, obviously you get all of that new updated training free on top of your membership. So paying an annual subscription means that you get what is already within Cloud Learning subscription, plus every aspect of new learning that will be added in the next 12 months. And then obviously you're able to renew that subscription to continue your learning. And of course, Vertex will support that with an interest-free payment plan if that is easier and more cost effective for you to do that, or certainly more cash flow effective, let's put it that way. So I'm going to scroll back up to the top. What you'll see here is you have the home banner. That obviously takes you back to the home page of Financials Cloud Learning subscription. You then have the ability to just go back into the channels and the learning paths, and there's also here a map that will take you through the suggested route that you should be learning how to implement Oracle Financials in the cloud. Not only just implement, of course, but administer and then use. You can search for any course, any product within this, as long as it's within the Financials Cloud product range. And you can click on My Training, which will then take you to all the learning that you've put into your own queue. So it keeps it very personalized to you, and you can organize your learning and how you wish to go about that. You also have support functions here, so you can contact support and they have a service level agreement to turn around and answer your questions within, I think it's 2 business days. So that's a very quick whistle-stop view on Cloud Learning subscriptions. I'm going to go back to the learning subscriptions and just show the user-based learning, because that was the complete edition. So as you can see here within Cloud Learning subscriptions, it covers the areas I mentioned earlier, but also you have the complete or the end user edition. The complete edition is 3,323 for the majority of CLS, that's for the year. Platform as a Service only offers a complete edition, and that's subsequently cheaper at £662 for the year, which is great value for money. And then if we look at the end user editions, these vary in price, but I'm just going to look for the, let's look at the cloud sales. So that's £32 per user for 1 year's worth of access, which you'll see is great value. The HCM version, if I can just scroll up, is actually £4 per user per month, which you can see is of great value. So for all those global HCM users out there in the cloud, to keep update with user-based training and role-based training, that is very cost effective, only £4 per user per year, which I think is outstanding value. And that covers anything from the employee to the manager, and obviously the HR professionals themselves. So I'll just click into the HR professional stream, and here we go. This covers all of the learning that is within this particular element. And then we've got the topic-based learning that's in here as well. So there's a huge amount of learning here to be consumed, and for £4 per user per year is unbelievable value. And within here again, if you're a user and you're given access, it works very much the same way. You can queue your learning in an order that you would like to do it. So I've just queued this one, and I've just queued that one. So if I then scroll up to the top, click on my training, there you go, you'll see this is the queued option that I just put in there, and you can organise your learning in a fashion that suits your job. So there's a very quick overview into cloud learning subscriptions. Obviously we're happy to provide a more in-depth demonstration, work out some costs dependent on number of users, and if you're an individual and you're looking to have an interest-free payment plan, we can arrange that for you as well. So please feel free to contact us via our YouTube channel or by our website, which is vertex-it-solutions.com. And hopefully we'll hear from you soon. Thanks very much for your time today.